guys here are a bad idea of the day, but I do have a very heartwarming question at the end of the clip. I just got to show y'all these gentlemen right here. The police pull up on them, they chill and drink it. All right. Word. Now you got the POV.
Yeah, on the bed of the truck with some beer cans. Let's pop out with these guys.
Look at his neck.
All right, so y'all get the point. Yeah. Y'all get the point.
Those were the ladies at that meeting with Rick.
Jeez.
Yo, all I know is that Mount Human just gave up on life and said he just fell down. He just fell down and said, "Hit the gas, Guthrie.
Just go." But did you see how the truck wheels was like, "Oh shit, this big nigga in the back."
I didn't know he was gonna be back there.
Now,
Yo,
here's the thing.
1,000 bumps and he was still in that goddamn bed of that truck.
But here's the thing I want y'all
I'm
to
actually
think about.
Impressed.
That dude's blood type was Hellman's.
Let's get into it a little bit. These guys were obviously really good friends because they didn't leave the one guy behind.
They slowed down so he could be part of the chase.
Right. And then he was throwing beer cans and stuff like this, the kind of stuff you want to, go talk about later and laugh about if you get away.
Is it drinking and driving if they're in the bed of the trunk? It's like the liquor's in the trunk, right?
Yeah. But that brings me to the whole question that brought me to this clip, which is, have we allowed or started to just turn our heads against police doing too much for little shit? Like, it's all good when you stop a murderer, somebody that's doing a school shooting. I'm with all of that. But if some guys are just chilling, having a couple of beers, obviously not
out in the woods.
Right, out in the woods.
Wait, we don't know. We don't know if that was private property. We don't know if that was
a fuck.
No, we don't know if it was a park where you're not allowed to have alcohol. We don't know.
Nope.
I'm just like, okay,
we don't know. You're right.
Exactly. Right. But the whole thing is that I think they severely overreacted when the boys pulled up.
Why is that? Somebody could have had warrants, man. You don't know what the situation is.
Then you don't need to be in public drinking.
Man, you chilling, man.
Excuse me. The hand is up, okay? Now, look. If these were 22-year-old chicks with no shirt on, like cool, let's say bikinis on, cooling, drinking a couple of cold ones. Would you call them the couple of
rose sodas?
Nah, I'm talking about like, you know what I'm saying? Like some spritzers or some shit, whatever.
Some white zinnies.
Yeah, some white zinnies. They ain't
some
stopping them. If anything, they'll walk up to them and start talking, bring up conversation. These are some fat dudes that weren't hurting nobody.
Right.
Just cooling.
Well, I mean,
they didn't start throwing because no one throws beers.
They were throwing empties.
They were throwing the cans. That was not. They were trying to lessen the weight so they could get away.
Even if they were full, like, bro, nobody throws a full beer.
No, that's alcohol abuse.
Drink.
That's neglect.
But they're just sitting there in the back of a truck, just a good old boy. Like, sometimes as a police officer, you just have to say, you know what, I got to pick my battles.
Well, that's what the question is. Are they overreacting to the bullshit?
Absolutely.
Because they don't have any other shit. I got another one for you real quick since we on
I drove up to that, if I was driving through the woods as per usual, like these boys was doing, and if I was just driving through, bro, if I see them, I'm going down the street that way. Like, I'm not, okay, I see what's going on here.
You're supposed to beep your horn and just let them know, hey, I see y'all.
You ain't even got to beep your horn. Just say, hey, Bubba, keep on moving.
I never saw the third guy. Was he just waiting to drive away?
No, I think he was just sitting in the truck. Maybe there was no room once they put the fat one in the back, or they needed him to be up front to keep the weight so the truck didn't didn't do one of those.
Whoever was driving the
What
truck
I'm saying
was
is when
on,
they
"Fuck
rolled
this
up,
shit, I'm
it was
out."
just it was just Big Boy.
Hey, wait a
and
minute,
it was
you
the other
forgot
dude.
Eugene.
Right. Like the dude was just ready to roll out like off the break.
Yeah, I don't care. That fat guy
We
just
got
leaning back
fucking
like that,
Warren.
yo. When he just went back, like,
Yeah,
all right, I know what
he
this
knew.
is.
They ain't gonna shake me. They ain't gonna shake me loose.
No,
I ain't going back. Well, anyway, gentlemen, since we're on the topic of the police overreacting to stuff, I had to show y'all the second one real quick because I firmly believe that maybe we should just, I hate to say give them better stuff to do, but it seems like they have an overabundance of time to mess with people for little shit.
they messing with Karen now.
Yeah, so check this one out. All right.
All right, we got a call that somebody was out here feeding the cats and stuff like that. So,
I'm trying to trap them.
okay, you have your driver's license with you, man?
Yeah.
Where do you take them once you trap them?
Okay, wait a minute. I got 3. Y'all have 3 cop cars because I'm feeding cats.
No, we always.
Where?
It's unbelievable.
Thank you, ma'am.
You come back, when we catch you out here, you go to jail for criminal trespass third.
This is public property.
City
Public
property, this is
and
city
there's
property.
no, it's public,
Yes, ma'am.
which makes it public.
Yeah, and the city does not want anybody feeding the animals around here because they're becoming a nuisance.
I'm trying to help that nuisance by catching them.
Trespass stands. Just don't be around here trapping them anymore, okay?
Don't be around here trapping you.
All right, you have a good one. What are we doing?
For 939. I'm trying to see if I was okay.
Well, man, we told you to leave this area.
I wanted children feeding cats.
Well, for trespassing, we told you to leave and you haven't left.
So nonetheless, that lady went to jail for trespassing.
On city property?
Well, it was a public park, and apparently she had set some traps to trap some stray cats that were out there. And
She got arrested for trapping pussy in public.
yeah, you can't be out there
She
trapping
wasn't
pussy.
selling pussy in public.
Isn't that always the way?
Right. But here's the thing: if
I remember
you,
the last time
if
that
you
happened to
did
me.
if you did that, what do you do when you get to jail and like the person next to you is like, "So what are you in for?" Is you
Trapping
gonna say
pussy,
trapping
nigga.
pussy? Man, they don't
Yep.
want me trapping pussy in the park no more. You know that works.
Right.
It's actually a pretty good one.
There you go.
So
I mean,
are
whatever
you-
happened to forgive us our trespasses? Because
Yeah.
we forgive those that trespass against us.
Yeah, the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer. And here's the thing. I don't know if this woman was a nuisance per se, but why do you have to take a person to jail for that? Like, why don't you just take them off the
See,
damn property and just drop them
Bring
off?
up a good point. And I don't want to be too serious in this episode, but I am going to be. These police do not understand that you are ruining someone's life taking them to jail. They don't understand it. Like, and it's gotten so bad. And this is why I think they're fucking stupid. Police, stupid. They have ruined so many teenagers' lives by taking them to jail for dumb shit that the police academies can't even fill them anymore. Because everybody's record is fucked up because of some dumbass that wants to stop you from fucking trapping a cat or feeding a cat on a public property. You now have a record. You can't join the Air Force. You can't join
Bars.
the Marine. None of
Bars.
this. They can't even, bro, the military can't even take people anymore because of these police fucking people's lives up. That's why I say the DMV is literally the most dangerous 3-letter organization that we have. Because when they fuck up paperwork, some fuck-ass dumb cop comes out of nowhere and some routine traffic stop ends up in a murder or something stupid. When you could have just, that cop could have just minded his business. They don't understand the term policing means keeping things nice. Instead of ruining somebody's life, go have a conversation. Get to know the people.
Let's talk about it, man. You know, I'm gonna be real honest. Since we took a quick trip down Sirius Street, I recently was trying to apply for something, and I had to do a background check. And do you know they brought up a 20-something-year-old charge that I didn't go to jail for nothing. It was like a probation before judgment or something, and it was over 20 years old. That means before I became a dad multiple times, before I became a grandfather, any of those things I've done in the last couple of decades, this thing happened. And somebody literally blanket disqualified me for that thing.
Right.